Happy holidays, hunters! I'm the SurvivalVis, and we return to the Hunter Classic, where we're into our second half of our Settlers Creek Christmas hunting. So just before I did have to pause the previous episode, we had a turkey call come in, so I'm going to make sure we can get ourselves a big, nice turkey for our supposed holiday dinner. I just gotta try to figure out where it might be. And also, okay, you know what? Let me get actually that one off entirely. We don't need that one. We'll put the turkey one there. Maybe we'll move that there. And let's get the hog squealer there. Let's see if we can figure out where the turkey's called from. Because unfortunately, as much as I heard it, I didn't check my hunter mate before I had to pause to change the video or like finish the one recording. So let's see if we can get a reply quickly or even hear a new one come out. Or actually, let me look ahead. Oh, I thought maybe just with the way the shadows were, there was one up ahead on the side of the road there. Come on, turkeys. Make another call. I want to know where you are. Be nice to get a big ol' tom. I think the tom is the name for, like, the mature male turkeys, and a jake is the kind of growing still. Again, I just picked up this crap from watching random videos or random shows on TV. Nothing I say can really be taken as actually what it is, and it's more just like happenstance that, oh, you're actually correct on that terminology. That's kind of strange. It's basically more shots in the dark and maybe something actually hits its mark than anything. Let's see if we can try to just go slow along here since I did hear the turkeys. Well, there was a fleeing, so I'm guessing they were nearby. Oh, there we go. So just up the road, actually. So if I get over to the side here, I might be able to call them in. Yeah, let me get down. And we'll see if we can try to get them in. Now, I don't know what all or how many there are. Can't even tell the gender, so it could just be like a... You know, I have no idea what the females would be called now. I'm pretty sure it's Jake and Tom for males, but the females, I have no clue. Oh, hello. I'm thinking that's maybe a female. It doesn't look like the coloring I'd expect from... Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. The coloring didn't quite stand out enough to me to really be able to say, oh, that's a male right there. Like, they don't... Males are the ones that really have, like, the bright red on them and a little bit darker coloring. And also, I think the blue, like, around their head in that stands out more. Females, though, are much more muted coloring. And it looks like she might be the only one. I was kind of hoping there would be someone else. But it does look like it's just her on her own. Well, we can still get her as, like, a proper animal that we haven't hunted yet on the map. We'll let her get in a bit closer. Oh, is that her or is that someone else? No, that was her again. Oh, no. Hello, we're changing gears. We got somebody behind us. I'm going to try to see what's behind us, because we know we have the female there, but this could be an actual, like, proper... Actually, it sounded very similar to the call, so it might just be another female, but I'd like to at least try to take a look and see. Okay, I think it's just behind that tree trunk there. That's a male. Okay, he's a bit far off, but if I can keep an eye on him... Ah, shoot. I'm going to probably have to be right about here. I think that might have gotten him. Yeah, looks like it did. So, we actually got ourselves male turkey. And I did hear, like, the feathers flapping, so I'm guessing there's another one pretty close by, too. I don't know how far off they'll go from the shot sound, but we'll just go collect this guy. No, just a bug flying around a bit. Yeah, there you are. I think one of the nice things about turkeys are you don't really have to get the vitals on them to take them down. You can just get, like, a general shot at them. Yeah, here you are. So body, neck, how much are you worth? 87 for this one. That's definitely a trophy shot right there. Like, I was not expecting them to be that good for points. I think for that, we gotta be reverent. It's not often that I surpass the, like, 50 GM per animal. Okay, let's try to get the head of it so that way it's up. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can get the tail fanned out, because I think that's one of the ways they try to take the trophy shots, is to fan the tail out. It doesn't look like we'll be able to, unfortunately. Yeah, there we go. We'll try something like that. The T-posing turkey. There we are. Yeah, I am quite surprised at how well that he collected for. And again, because the shot did go out, I'm going to... Let me just head over here and see what this track was. I don't think I have a tracking skill high enough to know, like, if it was a male or a female, just by the tracks, but... Oh yeah, you know what, I probably don't, because the call came in as ambiguous. So I don't think I'd have any way of knowing from the tracks. Oh, we got ourselves turkey, hog. No. I was roaming that way, but you know what? Unless I hear a call, I think I'm going to stick to the road and keep going along. So that's mostly Christmas dinner or holiday dinner planned there. The only thing that might be nice to get are... Was there something across there? No, maybe just my imagination. Yeah, so anything up to this point, or past this point now, is basically just going to be bonus gatherings. Oh, whitetail. That's the species that was on this map, is whitetail. And we could try getting some venison for the holiday as well. And venison, I'd like to try to eat a little bit more, like, game animals and see what they actually taste like. I've heard bear meat can be pretty oily, so that might be a little interesting to try, but I'd like to know what venison is actually like. I guess it's kind of something when you play the hunting game so much and you get animals. I'm kind of curious about what would it actually taste like for if you've hunted one yourself. I don't know if it would be stringy or not. Like, the thing is, because of how deer are, with them being active, I don't know if that would make the muscles, like, a bit tougher, so the meat's a little, like, stringier and harder to chew or not. Again, I guess it really also does depend on how it's cooked as well. There are definitely ways to make very tough, or... Yeah, make a very tough meat much more tender, or actually able to be eaten. But for our course of action, it's gone pretty well, so we do have, like, this little stretch to go up here still. But we have gotten a nice little variety of animals, and we'll just see if our sticking to the trail works further up. Enjoy a little drink myself. Just a little bit of water to keep the throat going, because I would still like to try to get at least one, maybe two videos recorded still today. Try to make sure we get everything all prepped early for the holidays, and then it's just about making sure it all uploads. Okay, so this... Oh, we've actually had this one around the area. Now, it's not telling me gendered... Oh! Hey, hey, hey! Looks like we might get venison after all! Okay, is that the... No, that's the hog, so let's change it out for the... Oh, no, I want the grunt call. Now, it looks like this is... These might all be roaming tracks, and if that's the case... Yeah, that's the case, I might actually be able to bring them in. I thought because we had used the shotgun on the turkey, we might have actually caused him to, like, be fleeing, so that would have made him less likely to respond or get called in, but we might actually be able to get lucky here and get it into us. Is that actually... I don't know how far up along the hill he is, but that looks very thick to really, like, try getting into. And I forgot to put down the marker for where he actually called from. The marker doesn't really help too much for, like, distance, but what I find it helps for is more just, like, keeping general location or direction of the call's origin. Kind of keeps you more to know, okay, I gotta look in this general area as I'm advancing. Instead of just kind of like the more blind what I've got right now. Nope, I don't need that. I want the deer one. There it is. I also do apologize if like some of my button presses for the keyboard are a bit louder. I did switch out keyboards just recently, so it seems like some of the keys are a lot quieter, but others do have a little bit more of an oomph to them. Try to keep so it's not in the recording too much, but the Blue Yeti I use just can kind of like pick up everything. Even with like the audio gain set down to so low. Oh, there you are. I actually can't see like, oh, there. Not a very good one from looks fit. But doesn't mean that we can't get them for the Venison still. Although I can't say I'd recommend laying flat on a road and trying to hunt. Thank goodness we got video games, though. Yeah, so here he comes. See, I don't know if I should try going for the heart with it being, like, straight on like this, because I don't think he's going to turn, so... Shoot, I really thought that would have been the heart right there. Oh, well, even if it wasn't, he didn't go very far. So let's go and collect our deer. You know, if I was smart about doing these, like, holiday episodes of the Hunter Classic, I would have tried to see if there was, like, a Santa hat I could have bought and put on my character, too. But I guess the real-life one will work just as well. And for those of you trying to take bets on how long it takes before this comes off, I mean, granted, it's going to be a little out of sync because of some of the episodes that'll be probably coming out before this one, but we're up to episode 2, or, no, video 3, sorry. Yeah, video 3, the hat's still on. Okay, so snag that. Yeah, I just dropped right up here, so it shouldn't be too hard at all to find them. No, just a body shot, but I'm surprised that it really caused him just to drop from that. Yeah, here he is. Weird. Oh, it kind of looks like a chunky one, though. Like, compared to the head, doesn't it look like he's a bit, like, chunky? I don't think I'll take a trophy shot of him. Yeah, no, I'll just resume. He's only worth 18. Definitely not a high-scoring one for sure. But look like he has some meat on his bones. He'd be good eating. Okay, so we'll get back to the road and keep working our way, I guess, kind of west and then north. That seems to be how the trail's going. And yes, I'm actually improving in my cardinal directions. I'm remembering much more that this is westward. How? I don't know, I guess I just beat into my head often enough to be able to make the difference. Make the difference a bit more memorable. But yeah, if we can even get up to this area before the end of the episode, that'd be pretty good progress. So we'll just keep going about and keep an ear open and also keep our eyes forward for anything else that might be on the sides of the track or sides of the road. Because this is more than a trail, I'd say. Oh, more whitetail deer tracks. Maybe we'll get a second buck as we're out here. Okay. I'm hoping my voice holds out, because I still, again, this is video 3 recording, but I want to try to get, like, 5 done today, so... Here's hoping the poor throat is able to put up with it all. I also don't know how long, like, the other couple videos I'm planning on doing are going to be. They might be a little bit more difficult to do, but we'll see. We will see. Well, maybe not difficult as in, like, content-wise, but difficult as I don't know how long they'll take to be done. And time is definitely your enemy when you're trying to, again, keep your throat... Basically not trying to, like, kill you for all the strain you put on it. Nope. Oh, it's just a whitetail. Well, or I should say just a doe. No, and previous tracks. Nah, we're just going to stick to the trail. It's been working so far, and I think that's one of the big things I got to try to remember when it comes to certain reserves, is just stay on the trails. Opportunities will arise from the sides of them. Yeah, speaking of, we do have a little thing coming up here. We might be able to spot something around the water. And another track there. Can't really see anything from here. Not sure if maybe we just get lucky and spot somebody like wandering about or not, but it's still worth a little look every now and then. And we'll just continue our nice little stroll along. Well, got another track here. Oh, what are you thinking? Whitetail? Turkey? Maybe even bobcat? Let's see. Looks like whitetail. Nope, new track too. So it looks like we aren't the only ones who have been using the road for a little bit of travel. Got tracks there, more there, although those are going back the direction we came from. Yeah, the only things I can really think of I'd be after are anything we haven't hunted yet so far on the map. Like, a lot of the animals are carryovers that you find on other reserves already. I don't think Settlers Creek really has anything that's exclusive to it. Because the whitetail, the Roosevelt elk, the black bear, like, quite a bit of it we've already seen on other maps. The only thing that we might not have could be the type of rabbit. But even then, I think that actually might have been on Loggers Creek, too. And then bobcat, well, I didn't hunt any on White Hart Island, but we heard their calls and tried to. So I think Settlers Creek is basically just, well, I mean, actually, looking around, there are parts of it where you really couldn't discern it from White Hart Island. I guess it doesn't really, only certain parts of it really feel like it's kind of more unique to its own reserve in a way. There was something around, but I don't know what. Sounded like a deer, but I can't tell what direction it was. I just heard, like, all of a sudden the, like, running off. Should have been a little bit more observant, but then again, how thick the area is, it might be possible that I might not have even been able to see what it was. Let's just keep going and see if we can get lucky with more calls from animals that actually give you something if you do take them down. Like, it is nice to hear the doe calls every now or then, but you do kind of want to focus more on just getting, like, GM or animals that are a little bit more impressive to look at if you are able to hunt them down successfully. No. Just a doe. I was just going to check and see. Oh, okay, yeah, that is just the one that's spotted. I was just going to look and see if she had anybody traveling with her. It might be possible that it was a doe that got spooked, or it may have even been a buck. It's kind of hard to say. Actually, I don't think whitetails really travel in groups as much, now that I think about, like, how I've seen some dispersion. Again, this is more shot in the dark, but I feel like for all the, like, deer species, the whitetail are one of the ones that's rarer to find them in a group of, like, bucks. Does, I think you usually find in, like, groups of 3 on average. And I think when it comes to bucks, they're generally more solitary. I don't know if that was the sound of, like, the little palm thing here hitting my headphone, or there's actually something moving. That made me stop. I'll just stay low and crouch along. I'm really not going to go for her, because, I mean, there's no real point. It might be interesting to see how close I can get as I'm, like, crouched in. How good are my stalking skills? How close can I get to her before she sees me and tries to kill me. Well, maybe not kill me, but runs off. One nice thing is that in Call of the Wild, any animal, if it runs into you, basically smacks you for damage, so it's often a lot of times like does and females will just smack into you multiple times and can easily down you. Here, though, I think only a very few select animals have the capability of harming you, even though anytime you do get harmed, it basically knocks you down and you need a first aid kit to be used. Oh. I thought I heard something more like a... I'll get that. Okay, I thought I heard more of like a proper deer grunt. Well, let's just keep going. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time trying to be careful of her when she's not really... Do you see me? You're not looking my way. God, it's amazing to think of like how dumb some of the animals can be, but then other ones are... There she goes. I think a second one got spooked too. I can't tell if it was a male or female, but you know what? I don't mind. Again, we've already gotten one deer, so I'm not going to try to go too hard into finding another or getting another one. It could have well been possible too. Again, it was just some does kind of trying to group together. But yeah, that certain species, or like the females can be so dumb, but then the males are almost like laser precise with their senses and know almost instantly where you can be at times. Let's take a good look ahead and see if there's anything worth spotting. It doesn't really look like it. We got what looks like an old fence up there, but I think that's about it for this area. I don't really... No, I guess just because I walked over a little patch of grass there. Doesn't really look like we have anything of interest in the area. I think most of the interest would probably be... it's kind of hard to say, actually. This creek doesn't really look like it offers a whole lot of, like, uniqueness to it, does it? Yeah, or maybe it does. What's that over there? Oh, looks like some old cars in that. I mean, neat little things on the map, but I don't know... Yeah, no, I don't think we'll check them out. Again, we'll go for a few more minutes, and then I'll probably end things off, but... Not really sure it'd be worth just go see some rusted old vehicles with that. Almost like nowadays, that's a staple of anywhere you go. Now, see if I can just get lucky and spot something else to get to end this episode off, and end the weekend off. Oh! I gotta admit, that would actually be pretty interesting if we can get it. So let me quickly make sure I've got the call so possible. That is, yeah, that's the bugle caller. Let's see if we can get a big elk for our finale. Also, really try to make sure... Nope. Twilight Aria. Mission objective, so I don't know if I have to also take him down to complete the mission. But we'll just go along and see what I can do about him. From looks of it, he's in a pretty dense area. Like, he's somewhere right up behind that boulder or that ridge there. And yeah, that looks super thick to try getting into. So I'm going to crouch down, and I might just hunker in a spot for a minute or two and see if we can draw him out. Yeah, it just says right up there still. And I don't know if it's actually a mechanic in game, but I try not to call too often. Oh. Well, good news is he's calling back to us. The only problem is, I don't think he actually came any closer. And, oh god, that is so thick and dense. Okay, so it's definitely on the other side of the big boulder thing there. Yeah, let me go down and crouch along. Basically decided to hole up in like a natural fortress almost. I want to be hell trying to get him out of that. But again, I don't try calling too often because I don't know if there's actually a mechanic where if you call too much in succession, you can actually scare the animals away, or there's like a diminishing effect for calls if too many go out in sequence. So you almost want to call, give it a minute or two, try calling again, and just go from that. And I also don't know if there's like a sweet time to hold the call for or not. I just feel like you want to hold it for a while and see. It doesn't have its own, like, it'll keep going for its preset animation. It kind of starts and winds up, and then if you keep holding, it'll kind of go further along. Ooh, I even have a weight class for this guy. I guess, I know he's one of the one. I think the elk are actually one of the animals I have the highest tracking skill for like, my character profile. So I think I used to use them a lot for trying to level up my, Reeker bow skill. They were a pretty easy animal to hunt, too. Oh, not you. Not her. Oh, God. This just got a bit more complicated. So we got a bunch of cow elks, but I don't know where the bull is, or the male is in all this. I don't even know if he's actually still in the area, or he might have left. I'm hopefully going to be able to stay low. Oh. Oh, God, look at how many there are. God, it's like an army of them compared to where I want the one I'm actually after. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there might even be 5 back there. Oh, there you are. Well, I mean, I've got a perfect shot on you. Come on, go up, go up. Okay, fine, I'll do this. There we go. Bye, ladies. You didn't screw up my hunt this time. Could have, though. Kinda glad that I decided to stop there and take a good look around. It's not too bad of one. I'd probably say a little bit below average for elk score, just from looking from afar. But definitely a nice way to be able to end this episode off with. And one probably right through the heart. Yeah, heart and both lungs. How much are you worth? 35, not too bad. Again, I think a little bit below average for this score. So, let's get that, and let's just do... should we do Deer Hunter like this? Yeah, maybe we'll try. Okay, so where can I slide you? Maybe like that. Oh, it's actually a pretty nice shot. Back up just a little more. Perfect. Okay, and with that, we're going to wrap up this weekend of the Hunter Classic. Thank you guys very much for joining me on this little bit of a festive take on the game. It was a nice little bit of hunting, definitely probably one of our better weekends out in the tour reserves. And then we'll have the second half of Settlers Creek next week. If you did enjoy the video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any comments, tips, or tricks, be sure to leave comments right down below. Until I do see you in the next video or episode though, hunters and survivors, please remember, as always, to take care, stay alive, and happy holidays.